What do you like to do at this time of the year? Do you like to crush it or you like to slow it down?
It usually depends on how my year is.
Right.
So, if I've had a really, really good year, actually, I guess there's a variety of things that happen. So, if I've had a really good year and I'm exhausted, right, I would put these in four different quadrants,
Okay.
right? If I've had a really good year, but I'm exhausted, I'm like, okay, I deserve this. I'm good. I can take this break. I can take the last week and be with my family and everything else. So, that's one. If I've had a really good year and I'm energized, like I don't want to stop. I'm like, there's momentum here. Let's keep going, right?
Yep.
So those are the top two quadrants. A really good year. Bottom two would be if I had a really bad year, right? So I had a really bad year, but I have this energy, right? And a lot of the energy comes from the excitement of it's over and I get to start anew, So it's like, all right, had a bad year, but that calendar is going to change. I got another chance, and let's go ahead. And then the last one is I had had a bad year, and I'm drained, right?
Yep. That's
And at
it.
that point, it's avoiding depression and like overeating during the holidays and just really not procrastinating but neglecting everything I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
And so I would say for me it's one of those four each and every year.
I love that, man. I love how you broke all of that down into four very easy ways to think about it. It's really based on a good year versus a bad year and where your energy level is at that point and whether it's time to take that break to refresh yourself and to avoid thinking about the business for a little bit. But, for me, everybody's used to having that week off. We get used to that when we're in school,
Not business
not
owners.
business owners, but when we're younger, we get used to it. And a lot of people have, they decide to take their vacation that time of year. And one of the things that I would really encourage people to do is to whatever you do, whether you slow down or you take, you're working constantly through that last week. Take the time for your family where you need to take the time for your family. Take the time to, put some stuff aside and make a little bit more time for your family during that time because what is the point of all of this, right? We work so hard throughout the course of the year, and sometimes we get caught up in that hustle and bustle, and sometimes we have to acknowledge that we may have the energy to kill it in our business, but we also have to use that time that our family may be off and they're not doing much, that we want to spend more time with them. And that's such a great way to end the year and to begin a new year, is focused on family. And that's really for me where I sit in this week, in this last week that's coming up, is I really love the family time that comes about. But that doesn't mean we're not going to answer the phone if the business line rings. It doesn't mean that we're not going to go out, and if a new lead comes in, that we're not going to call that person and try to make a sale. It doesn't mean that business stops. It just means that we're taking that time for other things that we maybe throughout the course of the year have not taken the time for.